This is the Hustler's Corner.
Welcome, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. First up, let's go straight to that sharp sign over there on the count of 3. Let's click that button. 2, 3. Let's go. Click. Thank you very much. Let's go over there to that subscribe button. Click. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to switch on that notification bell. The first thing I'd say is that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money. As a matter of fact, the reason why I started this channel is to encourage you to seek education, to seek knowledge. What is in it for Smooth? Why is he preaching crypto so much? It's because I care about you. Why did I preach education so much for all these years? And I put my money where my mouth was, because a lot of the money that I made in the entertainment industry, how many kids did I take to school? How many university fees did I pay for strangers that I don't know? How many kids did I link with the government institutions to take them to school? How many people did I put on as far as education is concerned? I even went as far as even educating myself, even seeking or going towards the journey of wanting to acquire my own MBA. And with that being said, even in entrepreneurship, when my eyes started opening up and I started understanding the importance of being a protester, of speaking out loud and standing for your people and becoming a solution when everybody was focusing on complaining, I decided that I was going to focus on entrepreneurship. I was going to make it a very big, loud language in my own career, but I'm going to walk that journey to encourage as many South Africans as possible to get into entrepreneurship, to build their own brands, to build themselves as businesses, to build their own businesses so they don't have to always rely on the government. We're all relying on the government. We're relying on the grants that they keep giving us. We're relying on the next person. And that's how we've always been, relying on the next person. I want that to come to an end. I actually wanted it to come to an end even then. That's why I started preaching and I started being loud on starting my own things, building my own brands, building my own companies and being independent. Even when I got fired for mainstream media, I went out there and I showed you guys you can actually even survive even when you're not on so fashionable platforms. You can survive on your own by doing your own things and just following your heart and just practicing your passion and just believing in God that you can make it. And I'm sure you guys can see that people like myself are thriving without mainstream media, without anyone's validation out there. Now the time is for financial education. Now the time is for just not financial education, but financial independence, because that's what we're all seeking for. Whether it's all the political parties, they draw all the different pillars and they're saying these are the policies that they're fighting for. This is what they're fighting for an African child. They'll speak and speak, but you and I both know how far politicians can take it or what they can do. Sometimes they end up getting compromised by getting bought or whatever. This is not a political platform. This is just a platform to say to you, the reason why Smooth got into it is because there's nothing in it for him. It's because he's benefiting out of it and is trying to wake others up. People on my level, they live a great life. They travel the world. They've been successful. They forget about the hood. They forget about where they come from. They just live their lives. They couldn't care less about you meeting them or knowing them or where they are or how they literally actually even work hard to build their businesses so they can disappear from you. Have you ever seen me disappear from you? Actually, you'll even see me consistently selling in the streets. You'll see me communicating with you on social media platforms, answering your tweets, or you'll see me answering your DMs. You'll see me out there doing seminars, doing conferences, and a lot of the work that I've done over the years, I've given my books for free. I've given my music for free. I've done a lot of seminars for free, mahala, radio courses that we give out, marketing courses. A lot of the work that I've done, it's actually been game for free. I've actually literally been giving you guys game for free without having to benefit. It's the same thing with the journey that I'm on. The journey that I'm on is so big that I do not want to benefit all by myself, because a lot of black people, or let me say a lot of people, when they succeed, they don't want to share I don't even want to call it secrets to success, but a lot of them don't tell you how they make their money. All they want to do is to come pick you up and say, let's go have fun. Don't worry, I'll pay the bill. We'll go wherever, I'll cover everything. But they can never really show you how they make that money. They can never show you the strategies and all the different things that they do in building themselves and making that money. But that's what I have always done in my career. So even now, it doesn't matter what you think about digital finances or financial or cryptocurrencies. Whether you're for them or you're not for them, that's totally up to you. But big homie Smooth is in it for nothing. I don't want your money. because I got my own money. I'm investing my own money, and I'm on my own journey of learning. I could be learning in silence and quietly under the comfort of my own home, but I'm literally switching on the camera and saying, let's read this article, let's read that article, let's read this article, here's another video, let's read that article. This is what they're saying, this is where we're going, this is where the market is. I know nothing about this, but let's learn this, let's learn that. I'm taking you on the journey with me to encourage you to wake up, to go and seek education for yourself. Whether I'm right or I'm wrong, it doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm encouraging education, and I'm encouraging you to not get scammed. I'm encouraging you to go and be educated, to go be informed, for you to be knowledgeable, so that you make better and smarter decisions as far as your money is concerned. Don't get scammed and don't get into trouble. But my main aim is to see black people become financially independent, to see us owning our own brands, to see us owning our own companies, to see us living a purposeful life, helping our communities, to see us being positive role models to our young children, etc., etc. I'm doing this for all the good. I'm not benefiting anything out of it. Although, of course, I'm an entrepreneur. I want good returns for my money. That's why I'm learning it, so that I can make better decisions when I get to invest in cryptocurrencies. But am I expecting to make money from you? No. You've already helped me. I'm literally the way I am, or where I am in my life, because of you. That's why when anybody forces me, or there's a conversation around black people not supporting each other, I refuse to participate in those conversations, because I am who I am because of black people. You know who buy this drink every day? It's majority black people. Who made me famous? It's black people. Who was listening to my radio shows? Who was buying my music? Who was coming to my shows and my concerts and my festivals? Who was listening to my TV, watching my TV shows? Who even today is watching these videos? It's majority black people. So I refuse to get into, or to be drawn into, that conversation of black people that don't support each other, because I'll be a hypocrite to turn around and say black people don't support me when I'm DJ Spook because of black people. Trevor Noah became Trevor Noah because of black people. Now he's making us proud all over the world. But the first initial support base was from black people. Bonang was black people that supported her. Tusombedu is black people. Robert Marawa is black people. Mama, you can even speak about Patrice Motsepe, all of his mines, the people that work there that dig up all of those minerals is black people. Or you can even talk about whoever you can think of that comes from South Africa, or maybe Africa most of the time. Even other people who don't even come from the black race, but they're African and they have been successful because of black people. Their businesses trade they trade, or they provide services for black people. Whether they run insurance companies, they run FMCG projects, or they're in manufacturing, or they're selling whatever it is, financial services, insurance, whatever it is, clothing, textile, you name it. Everybody in South Africa, or let me say Africa as a whole, if they're running a business somehow, majority of the people that provide them that money, or that make them rich, or that make them successful or wealthy, are black people. That's why I care about black people. It's my responsibility to share the knowledge with black people. I don't want you guys to look at me a couple of years from today and be like, wow, he's doing well. How did you do it? And there I am in my beautiful suits there, and I'm, acting all zhuang. I learn, and as I learn, I share the journey. That's how I've been writing books. That's how I've been giving them for free. You can even check out some of my audiobooks on YouTube, mahala. Literally, you can stream for free. Free information. The same information that you're going to pay $300 to get to go buy a Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But I've summarized it and I've put it on a book for you, and it can relate to you. You can relate to me because I speak the same languages as you, and I come from the same country and same environment as you. You can even understand me better. So I take and consolidate all of those messages, and then I get to simplify and communicate them better to my people, because I know that that information works for me. So I'll share with you what works for me, but I'm not going to come out here just because I benefit and always just try and sell you stuff. Yes, I'm benefiting because you can see more fire. There's a plug. Obviously, my brand is getting promoted, and that's okay. But you're also benefiting because I'm sharing important information, and information that is inspiring and encouraging you to go and seek more knowledge, to go be more knowledgeable about digital currencies, especially cryptocurrencies. So there's nothing in it for me. I'm learning, and as I'm learning, I'm investing as well. I'm invested more entirely in Bitcoin, and yes, I've got other 4 altcoins that I'm invested in, which will be Ethereum, Dogecoin, XRP, Litecoin, and others. But as I go on this journey, and I'm still new, I learn more, and the more I learn, the better I become, and the better I become, and the more knowledgeable I become, the better I get to do. I make better decisions. But I want to walk that journey with you. That's why I started this from episode 1. If you watch all of my videos, whether you like it or not, you will be inspired somehow to want to go learn about cryptocurrencies. It doesn't hurt to learn. I'm not saying invest with anyone. I'm not selling you anything. I don't want your money. I just want you to wake up. Vuka mntomnyana, phaphama. Kuningi nginiphaphamisa. At least niyangichaza ngoba manje at least senaqalile amabhizinisi wenu niqala ama-brand wenu niyangichaza. It means niyalalela igrotman. Right now it's time to talk the language of money. It's time to follow where money comes from, where money is going, the history of money, how do we invest our money, how do we double up, how do we get better returns. But let's be knowledgeable before we put our monies anywhere. Let us not be naive or become so vulnerable that we end up getting scammed. The reason why I'm sharing this because I've been scammed. I don't want you to get scammed because I love you. I'm not benefiting anything, but I want you to benefit a lot. As a matter of fact, actually, I am benefiting a lot because I got into cryptocurrencies when Bitcoin was sitting at 33,000 US dollars. Today it's over like 45,000, 47,000. We're hitting $50,000. We keep growing. And for me, I'm benefiting there. But it doesn't hurt me from sharing information on how I am making my money. Trust me, there's not a lot of successful people who do that. A lot of you guys who've been following my career from back in the day, you'd know that I'm very selfless with information. A lot of people that you know that are rich or that are successful, that drive beautiful cars or that you consider wealthy or successful, how many of them you know what do they do? And even if you do know what do they do, how many times do they share information with you on how they started their businesses? How do they start it? Who do they speak to? What are some of the things that they do for them? Man, I'm taking you through this journey on a day-to-day basis, just like I took you through the journey of Massive Metro. Daily from when we started. The same thing we did with Mofire from when we started. Everything that I do, I'm very transparent with information because I want you to become better. And that is my contribution to my generation. So, welcome to crypto.
This is the Hustler's Corner.